Good morning and welcome to another Monday edition of Strength and Mobility with me, Andy, the health and fitness specialist in Bedford. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. All the fathers had a great Father's Day. I know I did. We're going to get into it. We have our full body stretch followed by our 4 circuits. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. I think I'm sitting a little bit low. Yeah. Oops. There we go. All right, so with our full body stretch, we're going to start top to bottom. We're going neck rolls, so we're tucking our chin and we're rolling our neck to one side. Come on. And we're switching directions. All right, then go one arm across. Feel good stretch of the shoulder. Hey. All right, get out of here. Ugh. There we go. Be a good boy. See ya. All right, about that. Now we'll switch arms. All right, from there we're going to get into a split stance. We're going to go right down the middle. We want to keep our back straight. Excuse me. We're just hinging at the hips, going straight down. Over to one side. And over to the other side. All right, then we're going to get down on the mat into a lunge position. And switch legs. All right, from there we're down into a butterfly. Both my hips are super tight this morning. Just popped. All right, we're going to go one leg behind. We're going to lean into that hip. And switch. All right, then we're flat on our back. Bringing one knee to the chest. And switch. All right, now we're flipping over. Just with back extensions. All right, gonna get a quick jog in place, just get the blood pumping for about 30 seconds. Then we'll get into our circuit. Circuit 1, we have shoulder press, standing oblique crunch, and what was the last one? Split squats, which is one that we haven't done in quite some time. There we go. So just making sure I can see it all. 3, 2, 1. All right, as always, I recommend having water nearby, a towel if you need it for sweat. We will need dumbbells for today's circuit, as kind of is the norm with strength and mobility. If you don't have dumbbells, I recommend just finding like 2 like size weight items in your house that you're able to move, and that'll suffice. So, all right, we're gonna take about 20 seconds. Make sure you have everything. If you're still feeling a little sore from the weekend, get a quick stretch of whatever area is bothering you. I'm still trying to adjust this camera to make sure the top of my head is in view. All right, so we got shoulder press to start. It's gonna be done seated, standing, or kneeling. I'm doing kneeling because I'm in a room with a slanted ceiling that I don't want to put a hole through. So I'm gonna get up nice and tall, knees about shoulder width apart, and dumbbells up by my shoulders here, by each side of the head, an even point, and we're going straight up, straight back down. Should be slow and controlled rep. All right, now we're going into standing oblique crunch. Starting with, again, feet shoulder width apart, hands starting behind your head. We're bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee. So my right knee to my left elbow, alternating for 10. All right, next we got split squat. We're gonna be doing 5 per side here. The way it looks, get into a split stance, dumbbells neutral at our side, and we're going to squat from this position. Make sure to keep your back up nice and straight as you drop down into the squat and back up. Switch sides. You want to keep your knee about an inch off the ground. My first rep on this side, I knocked it, but goal is to keep it just above the ground. All right, take about 20 seconds. We'll get into round 2 of circuit 1. All right, here we go, round 2 of shoulder press. Standing oblique crunch. And split squat. All right, 20 seconds. Then we'll finish off circuit 1, get into our mobility circuit, circuit 2. All right, here we go. Last set of shoulder press. Standing oblique crunch. And finishing off with our last set of split squat. Alrighty, take about 30 seconds in between sets, or in between circuits. We'll get into circuit 2, where we have kickbacks, side to side lateral lunges, and leg lifts. Hey, Micah. You still up here? Can you do me a favor, buddy, and refill my water for me? Alright, sorry about that. Here we go. We're going to start with our kickbacks. Down on the mat. Hands under shoulders or just in front for this one, because we want to create some space to be able to bring our knee forward, drive the leg back. But we want to start with our knees under our hips, and again, alternating as we drive knee forward, kick the leg back. Drive knee forward and kick the leg back. All right, now we're up. We have our side to side lateral lunge. It's kind of just more of like, again, a mobility movement. We're just trying to get into that hip, sliding to the other side, into the hip, just working on that hip mobility, getting into a proper hinge. So starting in like a split stance, straight up, I'm going to get into my left hip, slide over, and get into my right. Thanks, brother. All right, then we're back down on the mat. For everyone's favorite, we got leg lifts. Starting flat, hands by your side. Bringing your legs up to about a 45-degree angle. Back down, not touching the floor. And we got 10 of these. Alrighty, take about 20 seconds and we'll get into round two. All right, we've got round two of kickbacks. Here we go. Side to side lateral lunge. As you get better at this one, feel like you have more balance and stability doing that exercise. You can kind of start to change your path from side to side. Maybe take more of a looping path into it, or front, more towards your front. All right, we're down on the mat for leg lifts. All right, 20 seconds, and then we will finish circuit two. Alrighty, here we go, last set of kickbacks. Again, we drive the knee forward and kick the leg back, alternating legs. Side to side lateral lunge. And our last set of leg lifts. Alrighty, take 30 seconds. We'll get into circuit three, which we have chest press, shoulder shrugs, and front raises. All right, so we are down on the mat for our chest press. This is just a standard chest press. So we're back flat on the ground, knees up. We want the dumbbells at about a 45-degree angle, arms out. We are just pressing straight up and back down into the same slot. And we got 10 of these. All right, next we got shoulder shrugs. We're just staying up nice and straight, bringing our shoulders up towards our earlobes. All right, next we have front raises. This is one of those exercises similar to a lateral raise where if you need to drop down the weight of your dumbbell, don't be discouraged. This maneuver brings the weight away from your midline, which makes it a little bit more difficult, a little more strenuous on your shoulders. So if you need to drop down a weight, that's totally okay. More worried about proper form and making sure that you are doing the exercise safely. But it should look like this, starting off in a neutral position, feet shoulder width apart, nice and tall, and we are just bringing the dumbbells straight out about chest high and back down. It should be a smooth, controlled movement up and back down. Alrighty, take 20 seconds and we'll get into round 2 of circuit 3. Alright, here we go. We got chest press. Right into shoulder shrugs. And front raises. All right, 20 seconds, and then we will finish up circuit 3. Crack the window. Oh yeah, that nice morning breeze is nice. All right, we got our last set of chest press down on the mat. Here we go. shoulder shrugs. And our last set of front raises. All right, that's going to do it for circuit 3. Take about 30 seconds, and we'll get into our final circuit, circuit 4, where we have tricep extensions, single leg deadlift to knee drive, and dumbbell curls. Yeah, anytime I have, which I pretty much always will end strength and mobility with curls, just seems fitting. So, but I'm pretty much just going to put curls, any variation that you choose to do. It's open to you and your interpretation. If you'd like to do hammer curls, reverse curls, if you have a barbell or an easy bar and want to use that, by all means, however you get it done, it's fine by me. All right, there we go. We got tricep extensions to start our final circuit. We invert the dumbbell, 2 hands placing behind our head. We dip it down towards our back and extend up, squeezing our triceps at the top of the rep. All right. And we've got my favorite single leg deadlift to knee drive. The way these are performed. So I have my right leg out in front here in a split stance to start. I'm going to be reaching across my body with my left hand as my left leg goes back. And then I'm going to drive my left knee and right arm forward, finishing in this position. Should look like this. And we're doing 5 per set. So now I'm going left side forward. So I'm reaching across with my right hand. My right leg's going to go back. I'm going to drive that knee and my left arm forward. All right, now we got curls. Finish off circuit 4. I'm going to be doing some hammer curls today. Alrighty, take 20 seconds and we'll get into round 2, circuit 4. We're almost done with strength and mobility on Monday morning. Kind of breezing through it. I might have to add another circuit, make it 5. Maybe even kind of getting through these a little quicker. I don't know if it's just kind of, I get into a rhythm now, or what, but doing it a little quicker than we were for the first couple of weeks that we were streaming strength and mobility, so I might make an adjustment. We'll see. All right, here we go. Round 2. Tricep extensions. And single leg deadlift to knee drive. I almost had it. And dumbbell curls. All right, take 20 seconds, and then we will finish off circuit 4 and complete strength and mobility for your Monday morning. Send us on to the rest of the week. Feeling good. Starting off the week right. All right, here we go. Last set of tricep extensions. Single leg deadlift to knee drive. Whew. And our last set of curls. Alrighty. Good job. Way to finish strong. Take about 20 seconds and then we will get into a warm-up, or excuse me, a cool down. And we will be done for strength and mobility on Monday morning. Alrighty. We're going to start kneeling on the mat. We're just going to lean back slightly and bring our arms extended out and up as high as we can. You can come up high onto your knees and do some circles going back and going forward. All right, then we're going to get into a half kneeling split. You want to kind of sit into this extended hip here. And switch sides. right, and we have our figure 4 stretch. Switch sides. All right, we're just gonna go both legs out, straight in front of us, and we're reaching for our toes. All right, and then we will finish off with some back extensions. Into child's pose. Alrighty, that is going to do it for Strength and Mobility on Monday morning. I hope you are feeling nice and refreshed after the weekend, Father's Day weekend, which again, I hope all the fathers out there had a nice time, their families. Again, I'm Andy, the health and fitness specialist in Bedford. If you ever have any questions regarding health, fitness, or anything for that matter, never hesitate to reach out to myself or Jenna in Bedford, or Jess and our newest member, Sarah McLean. We are always here to help, here to listen to advice, whatever. And with that, I'll send you guys on to the rest of your week, hopefully feeling a little stronger and more mobile than you did. And I see you guys on Friday for Strength and Mobility. Have a good rest of your week, everybody.